I'm Judge Leonard LaCassa of the Mendocino County Superior Court, and CASA program in Mendocino County, one of the big things that they do in addition to work with the kids is they provide a training format for volunteers. The training is very important because it gives the volunteers a complete broad spectrum training in all aspects of child's development and the court procedures, as well as how to work directly with the kids and to give them a maximum benefit from the relationship.
Hi, my name is Kimberly and I am the Program Manager here at CASA Mendocino County. And I'd like to share with you a little bit about the training process because that's always a big concern of a lot of people who want to volunteer, but they're a little intimidated by what it might take. So first I want to tell you it really isn't as intimidating as it seems. The process, we make it as simple as we can. The first part is always the screening and the application process. We give you the application, which includes basic information about your skills and your background as well. And then we take that and we screen you for your access to children. So we make sure we check your criminal background, and we also make sure that you haven't had any involvement with child abuse in the past or with social services. If you've had a speeding ticket, don't worry. We have had people who have had speeding tickets. That doesn't keep you from being able to volunteer and spend time with the children. So that part is painless and simple, and again, we make it as quick, as easy as possible. From that point, then we begin our training process, and the requirement is 30 hours of initial training. That can be done in one of two ways. We can either do it in a classroom version or we can do it in an independent study environment. Either way, you get the same information and the same knowledge base that you'll be able to then use that information to become a CASA advocate. We cover topics from family dynamics, child abuse, mandated reporting, the court process and how that all works. Again, it's about 30 hours. Part of it also includes going into the courtroom and viewing the courtroom because that really is one of the best classrooms that we have. You get to see all of the people in action so that you become familiar with what you're going to be seeing once you're a CASA advocate. The independent version is one of the aspects about that people really appreciate is that they can fit that into their life schedule. And that's really our goal all the time, is to make this something that doesn't take away from your life already, but adds to your life and adds to your ability to give back to the community. So we don't want it to be something that takes over your life. We want it to be a supplement to your life. The process independently allows you to work at your own pace. You can work in the evening on your computer in your fuzzy bunny slippers if you want, or you can do it in the morning or the afternoon, whatever fits into your schedule. And then once you've reached a certain point in the booklet, then we get back together and I debrief you. We meet and discuss the topics, and we do have some videos that you can view. And then as far as the classroom training goes, we spend in a group environment. We work through exercises, again, see videos. We have people who come in on occasion to speak on different topics as well. We have some great experts in our community on topics that are really pertinent to what we do on a day-to-day basis, from domestic violence, developmental disabilities in children and in adults as well. Because a lot of the families that we work with, the parents might have some developmental disabilities. And so understanding that and understanding cultural differences is extremely important. Our program is really structured to help give you a full sense of how the dynamics of being a CASA advocate work within the community. We put you in touch with resources in the community. Once the training's done, then we have you take oath in the courtroom. You become a court-appointed officer. What that means is that you have an obligation to treat the information that you come into contact with as you are a CASA advocate in a respectful, confidential manner, that you're going to represent the best interests of the children through your whole time as a CASA advocate, and that you will respect the court's rules and follow their instruction as well, because they really are in charge of the whole process. As a court officer, you also have access to a lot of information that most other parties to the case wouldn't have. So again, it's really important that we keep confidentiality at the forefront of our mind all the time. Once you become an officer of the court and you've taken your oath, the next step is for us to find out what parameters you have as far as a case. So we don't just assign you a case, we have you participate in that process by giving us ideas of how far you'd be willing to travel. Sadly, about 35% of the children in care are placed outside of the county in foster homes, group homes, and higher level treatment facilities. So it's really important that we understand how much of a commitment you can make as far as travel. We do have an account that we can reimburse you so that for your mileage so that the expense can be offset. Once you have decided what parameters you feel comfortable with when you're ready to take a case, then we look at the cases we have waiting and we kind of pre-screen all that so that you don't have to go through that process. And then when we get together and have you review a file, we feel pretty confident that we've done a good job at selecting the right cases for you. You get the final say though. If you aren't comfortable with the case that we've selected for you to review, you just say, you know what, this one doesn't look like it's for me. Can you get me another one? We will do that because we want this to be the great match. We want this to be a good working relationship between you and the child so that you can help get that child to the best place possible that they can be. And we want you to have a great, fulfilling situation in your life too. From that point, we then give you a lot of support, as much support as you need. Some CASAs take the ball and run with it and are able to make a step-by-step list of things that they need to do or what's in the best interest for the child. Some people need more involvement from office staff. Either way, that's what we are here for. We are here to direct you to resources that you need. We are here to give you emotional support. Sometimes it can be frustrating. Most times it's very rewarding. Either way, again, that's what we're here for, is to help make sure that you're successful in your goals to help this child have a better life.